Good morning, everyone. The Delaware County Commissioner meeting for March 5th, 2018 is now in session. Would you stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, good morning. Commissioner Lewis is not with us today. She had a need to be out of town. And to my left is Commissioner Benton, and our clerk today is Jennifer Walraven, and Cromer, our administrator. With that, let's begin.
Resolution number 18-212 in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held March 1st, 2018.
So moved.
Second. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-212. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today, but under elected official comment today, Auditor Keitza is going to introduce our guest.
Good morning, Commissioners. George Keitza, Delaware County Auditor, and it is my pleasure to introduce Superintendent Akil Hardy, who is with the Department of Commerce. We are co-hosting an event with the Department of Commerce on unclaimed funds. So without any further comment, let me introduce Superintendent Hardy. Superintendent? Thank you. All right.
Good morning, and thank you to the Delaware County Commissioners. Again, my name is Akil Hardy. I'm Superintendent for the Ohio Department of Commerce's Division of Unclaimed Funds. Those of you in this room may know the Ohio Department of Commerce Division of Unclaimed Funds holds $2.6 billion of basically unclaimed money. Now, this money comes in from a variety of ways. It can be a old checking account or an old, safety deposit box, a prior utility deposit, or the last check that you may have had at your previous employer. And after a period of dormancy, that money is required by most companies to be turned over to the state. And we hold that money in perpetuity. So it'll be there until someone comes and claims it. Now, it's an important part of our division and our ability to return these monies to the citizens is to do outreach. And today, in partnership with the Delaware County Auditors, we are partnering to do a walk-in event at the Frank B. Willis Building from 10 to 3, inviting citizens to come and search for that money. So myself, Lindsay LeBerth, who is here with me, and various members of our staff have set up stations where people can actually come, seek the money, and get one-on-one help in terms of how they can go about actually claiming that fund. So,
Do you have a lot of success with these events as far as people becoming aware of money they didn't know they?
We do, and generally, these types of events generate a lot of traffic to our actual site and to our actual offices, where people come and seek not only monies for themselves, but they look into monies for their family members and friends and coworkers, and generate some word of mouth by letting them know that, hey, if you have an account or a fund, with the state, go check it out, and maybe you can claim that amount if you can prove that you can establish a relationship with that holder, and verify who you are, basically.
Just a couple things. As a former banker, I recall having sent many millions of dollars to your organization.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
citizens, thank you.
And it's good that you're getting out and spreading the word. Have you? What's been your experience with these firms that go in, identify individuals that have unclaimed funds, and then contacting those individuals and basically finding the money for a finder's fee?
Specifically, you're talking about finders,
Yeah.
registered finders. So,
Yeah.
One, we try to let citizens know that they can come and find funds on their own. They don't have to actually use a registered finders. There are registered finders. They register through the division, and we vet them, and so that they can go about doing business at a fee of 10% of the actual amount.
Okay, so you actually set the fee then?
We've set it's by statute.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
set at 10%. Yes.
Okay.
But they can go through a finder, but they can also just come to the website or give us a call and find their funds on their own. So, but we try to have a very good relationship with our finders. Obviously, we register them. We want them to be doing business within Ohio and elsewhere. So it's something that obviously we approve of and try to help support. But we also want to let citizens know that they can find the funds on their own as well.
Sure. Okay. I didn't realize they were quite so regulated. The finders were. So that's good to hear.
I have a question. This is going to be a case of understatement. Perpetuity is a long time. Does every state follow that guideline, or is it after 10 years, after 20 years, after some time it goes to the Treasury, or is that just?
So each state has different laws as it pertains to unclaimed funds or unclaimed property. And I can't really speak to the laws of those other states, but with Ohio, with respect to Ohio, it's perpetuity.
Just would seem reasonable at some point that, and I'm not suggesting what that point should be, that it would be a better use than just sitting there idle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think obviously the optics of that can be a little challenging if we hold on to the money for a certain period of time and then choose to do with it whatever the state may want to do with it. But it's the property of an individual, a citizen of Ohio. We want to make sure that they have the opportunity, the fullest opportunity to retain that money.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You've done an excellent job of presenting it, and I would be curious how it goes today.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
With that, let's continue.
Resolution number 18-213, in the matter of approving purchase orders, send and out certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0302.
So moved.
Second. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-213. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-214, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-214. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-215, in the matter of approving addendums to the community-based correction program agreements.
So moved.
Second. Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Joe Perry, Chief Probation Officer, Adult Court Services. This is, I believe, just a simple formality in our budgets last year. We're run on a fiscal year, so July 1 would have started a new year. The state had not settled on the budget amount, so we were asked to petition for 80% of the budget's amounts. After that happened, the budget went through. It's 100% now, so it doesn't affect our budget any. It's just a simple formality. I just need signatures to send back to the state on our grants.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-215. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Resolution number 18-216, in the matter of accepting sanitary sewer improvements for the Meadows at Home Road.
So moved.
Second. Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag with the Regional Sewer District. These sewers have been installed and have met all of the requirements of the sewer district. This is for a condo development off of Home Road near Riverside Drive, about 25 condo units.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-216. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-217, in the matter of approving a 2018 safety study agreement with the Ohio Department of Transportation.
So moved.
Second. Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Riley, excuse me, Chief Deputy Engineer. We have received funding, this is federal funding through ODOT, to perform 2 safety studies at the intersections of State Route 3 and Lewis Center Road, and also at US 36 and Carter's Corner Road. So we will be looking at those 2 intersections, analyzing crashes, looking at potential countermeasures and options to improve those intersections. The grant is, the study is a total of $24,000, and ODOT will pay 90% of that. And so this agreement basically spells out how we'll go about doing that.
That's a standard 90-10?
Yes.
What kind of time frame on both these studies?
We'll have the studies done by this fall.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-217. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-218, in the matter of approving contracts of sale and purchase between the Board of Education of the Olentangy Local Schools and Karen E. Everly and Matthew R. Everly and the Board of Delaware County Commissioners for Dell CR 106-0.44.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
These are all contracts or purchase of right-of-way associated with our Lewis Center and North Road project, and we're recommending approval.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-218. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-219, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
We had 3 permits, all pretty typical utility installations, and recommending approval.
Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-219. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-220, in the matter of approving the plat of subdivision for Liberty Bluff, Section 1.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
This is a 39-lot subdivision off of State Route 315. The plat has been approved by all the required county agencies, and we're recommending your approval.
Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-220. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-221, in the matter of establishing maintenance bonds for Olentangy Falls Section 4A, Olentangy Falls Section 5, and Liberty Bluff Section 1, and establishing the maintenance bond and releasing construction bond for Clark Shaw Moores Section 1.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
The street and stormwater construction in these subdivisions were all completed late last year, and so this action would establish a maintenance bond for the developer's required 1-year maintenance period, and at the conclusion of that, we'll do another inspection and make any needed repairs, and at that time, we'll accept the improvements.
Questions, discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-221. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-222, in the matter of accepting improvements within the project known as Old Harbor Estates, South Old State Road widening.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
This was a road widening for the Old Harbor Estates project on South Old State Road, just north of Hollenbach. Was completed a while ago, but we're filing out the owner's agreement for this and recommend approval.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-222. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-223, in the matter of approving a modification to the professional services contract with IBI Group Incorporated for the project known as Dell CR 106-0.44, Lewis Center and North Road improvements.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
This is a modification to the design contract for the Lewis Center North Road improvements. There were some additional services we had requested of the consultant, and this would take us through final design and get us final plans for this project.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-223. Mr. Merrill? Mr. Benton?
Aye. Thanks,
I
Rob.
believe it brings us to administrative report.
Administrator reports.
I have nothing to report today.
And with a smile on his face, he says that.
Yes.
Commissioner Bitten.
Really just a couple things. We are, since we announced that we were proposing to solicit bids on the old jail, we've been getting a lot of interest, which is encouraging. There have been several people express an interest in acquiring the property and renovating it, since they know we don't want to tear it down. So anyway, it's encouraging. It is a neat old building and a great location, so it's hopefully going to garner some attractive bids, and somebody will repurpose it very attractively. Tomorrow we have the Developmental Disabilities Board Lifetime of Giving Awards event tomorrow evening, so I think all 3 commissioners are going to that, as I recall. So that's all I got.
And I have nothing, but I do understand we have need for executive
We
session.
do have a need for executive session. Resolution number 18-224, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for confidential information related to economic development.
So moved.
Second, discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-224. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. With that, we are now in executive session.
Resolution number 18-225, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So moved.
Second, discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-225. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
With that, we are now out of executive session, and we will recess until 1 o'clock today. With that, we are now in recess.
Thank you.
Hey, Jennifer.
All right, we are reconvening our session from this morning for March 5th, and we're going to go into executive session. Resolution number 18-226, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of appointment of a public employee or public official.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 18-226. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. With that, we are now in executive session.
Resolution number 18-227, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 18-227. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
If there is no other, we're out now out of executive session. If there's no other business to bring before us, we are adjourned.
Okay, thank you.